The Launch Club can confirm that a Nigerian nurse who moved to the United Kingdom 3 years ago has been suspended and reported to the Nursing and Midwifery Council. If this woman is found guilty for this one thing that she did, she will be dismissed from her job that she claimed that she loves so much. And if she lost her job, she will have to leave the country because the woman got a visa sponsorship with her job. If you know anyone that works in health and social care anywhere in the Western world, please kindly ensure that they see this video, because what happened to this woman can happen to other people, especially those who moved abroad not too long ago, and they will face the same consequence. Let me know whether you blame this woman's employer or you blame the woman herself, given the fact that she was advised that what she was doing could land her into serious trouble. The Launch Club is where you hear the latest immigration and diaspora news. If you want to stay informed about what is happening among diasporans, this is the place to be. Frank is my name for those seeing my face for the first time. Let's dive into the story. Let's go to the beginning. This woman, she's a qualified nurse in Nigeria. She has worked in the nursing profession for many years in Nigeria. She and her husband and their 3 children, they decided to move to the United Kingdom about 3 years ago. The woman was the one that first moved to the UK with her children. The husband said he was doing very well in Nigeria, and therefore he did not initially wanted to join the family in the UK. The man was frequenting the UK, visiting his family in the UK. The woman was doing everything, working. She was employed directly by the trust that she works for. After she passed her accreditation, then she started working as a nurse. This woman, the kind of nurse that she works in the community. So she goes to the homes of patients, and she will address their health needs in the community, in their home. The woman was doing this job. The woman's husband came to the United Kingdom. He went for a doctor's checkup, and that is when they discovered that the man had bowel cancer. He had bowel cancer, and because of that, the man decided to stay in the UK because, according to the man, he is somebody that has the right to live in the UK, although he has been frequenting Nigeria and the UK. So because of the treatment, he decided to live in the UK. He said, you know what, let me just get the treatment here because I will be able to get good quality treatment and I won't pay because my family reside in the UK. The man is fine. Is going through chemotherapy treatment now. It's getting better. The wife is a devoted Christian. The woman, one day she was working. When she was working, she met a patient who wasn't well. When the patient wasn't well, the woman was telling the patient that she can pray for this patient, and if she prays for this patient will heal, because she said she's done it before. She prayed for somebody that had infection, and when she prayed for that person, the person became healed. When she told this patient, the patient said, I am not interested in what you are saying. The patient reported this nurse. Her name is Doris. Reported Doris to her employer and said, look, this woman was asking me a question, and part of the questions was asking me is that he will pray for me. And the employer reminded this woman and said, look, we are held to equality and diversity here. We do not do things like that here. Don't do things like this again. She was warned and she moved on. Before she was even warned, the people that she works with, who are mostly immigrants, the Nigerians there, they called this nurse Doris and say, look, what you are doing about talking about your faith and telling this patient that you're going to pray for this patient, it could land you into serious trouble. She said she heard what they said, but the woman continued with her work, but she did not really listen to what she said. This woman was doing her work. She went to the community where she was doing her work. This time around, she was dealing with a patient. This patient, you know, this flyer that we bring. This woman every weekend she goes to the city center to share this leaflet. This leaflet that says, "Oh, Jesus is coming again. Repent," and all these things. So some of the leaflet that she went to share that week, the leaflet that she did not finish sharing, she went to this patient's house in the community, and the patient had infection. The woman then did the dressing. She dressed it with bandage. When she finished, she put her hand on her pocket and she gave this patient leaflet. Could you believe that this woman giving this woman leaflet is one of the reasons that had landed Doris in trouble? When she gave this English lady, who according to the husband who reached out to me, she is in her 70s. She gave this woman the leaflet, and the woman said, what is this for? He started telling this woman, "Oh, it's a crusade. Jesus is coming again. Repent," and all this. And the woman said, "Thank you very much for giving me this." One thing that a lot of immigrants don't know about a society like this, English people, they are very polite. Even when you're doing something that is upsetting them, they are upset. They are not like back home where we usually say, "I beg, I'm not interested." An English person will smile at you, "Oh, thank you very much. I really like what you're giving me." But deep down in their mind, once you've gone, it's a different ball game. So she gave this woman the leaflet, and it was telling this woman, "Oh, every Sunday I go out and evangelize, we give people all these things, I give people all these things." The woman collected the leaflet and she left. The next thing she saw, this woman then reported Nurse Doris to her employer. Say, this woman, she look at the leaflet she gave me, and she's telling me, "Oh, Jesus is coming back," and she's telling me all these things, and she's telling me she prayed for somebody and she healed the person, and because of that, I don't want you guys to send this nurse again to my place, because I want somebody that is objective in their work, somebody that believes in science, not somebody that believes in healing and all these things. This employer again, they called Doris again and said, "Look, you have been warned the first time about preaching to people. You've been warned again that conduct as a nurse, you have to be objective, that in your work as a nurse, a lot of people are going to be offended when you start preaching religion to them." Nurse Doris said, "I only gave this woman a flyer. I gave this woman a flyer. I told her about the program." But the woman, her boss now asked her, "Are you a nurse or are you somebody who is evangelizing? If you say you are somebody who is evangelizing, we are not paying you to go out and evangelize. We are paying you to go to the community and treat patients that have health needs. Because we've warned you the first time about you telling patients that you prayed for them and they heal, and we've told you before, we remove you from pre-assessment, because a lot of patients were complaining when she was in pre-assessment. Pre-assessment is when a patient wants to have like surgery. Those people that will ask them health questionnaire. That is what she used to do before. But because a lot of the patients were complaining about Doris's conduct, because of that, she didn't know. That was when her manager now said, "Look, we removed you from pre-assessment team to community nursing, because we felt that at least a lot of people have complained. By the time you go out in the community, you work and you've been advised and you've even been referred to training program, you're still going out, telling people about your evangelism work. We cannot condone this." And before this thing happened, a Nigerian man called this woman aside and said, "Sister, everybody is now seeing that the way you are, even to us, you give us the flyers. Oh, you give us flyers. This is what we did over the weekend, flyers. And these flyers, this thing is going to put you in trouble. You are working with healthcare professionals. You're not in religious institution. The guy advised this woman. He said that the woman told her that she's doing the work of the Lord, that this is her mission. So because of this, you have been warned several times, and every time somebody warns you, you always say you are doing the work of the Lord. This is not Nigeria, where you're missing faith with science. You don't do this. People warn you several times and you don't listen. The woman said, the husband said, the last person that warned this woman, who is a Nigerian herself, told her, look, are you not aware of the case of the Uganda woman who did similar things, who lost her license? Why is it that you're not listening? Said the woman refused to listen. You know the old saying that when a dog wants to die, the dog will start barking like a lion. There is nothing you can do as the owner to save the dog. The dog is going to die. The saddest part of this story is that the husband who is receiving chemotherapy, the man called me, he was coughing, he was saying the last thing that he needs right now, but the treatment that is for him to go through stress, because the doctor have told him that stress is not good, it's going to affect his immunity. And if this woman is asked to leave the country, the man who is receiving chemotherapy with their children, they will have to leave the UK. Do you have any sympathy for our sister Doris? Doris is not saying that the only thing she did was to give her leaflet, flyer, that she didn't do anything wrong. They told her that she's not allowed to pray, and she stopped praying, but they didn't tell her that she would not, that she shouldn't, if giving somebody a flyer, about religious flyer, that it's something that is against nursing profession. That if they had told her, she would not have done that. But people are saying that it is common sense. You were warned about talking about religion. This time around, you're not talking about religion, but you're not giving people flyer. So it's the same thing. Do you have any sympathy for Nurse Doris? Do you think that if she and her husband are asked to leave the UK, do you think this is the work of the devil? Or do you think that the devil is responsible for our sister's ordeal, or our sister is somebody who should be a Christian missionary, not a nurse? Let me know what your views are in the comment section. If you know anyone that works in health and social care, please kindly ensure they see this video and advise them. Nurse, you cannot miss medical profession in the Western world with theology. If you want to be a religious person, just go and open your church and do your church. But if you are working in a society like this, you have to adhere to equality and diversity. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a like, share with anyone that you know will benefit, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on all our social media. The sad reality is our